Hello, 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 all you lovely people. Professor Gray here, just to talk a little bit about how grading is going to work in this class. Because what we're going to be doing with specifications grading, spec grading to the super fans. Yeah, we're going to be doing specs grading in this class, which I'm sure is a little bit different than what you're probably seeing in most of your other classes. However, I've read a lot about it and have become convinced that for a class like this, for a 300 level class, this is actually a very appropriate method for doing grading. But of course, it's different. Different can be scary. But I think once you understand it, it is surprisingly simple, even though I've written you can go to the webpage. There's a lot there. I know there's a lot there. But I will be brief in this video because specs grading, at least I'll give you the simple stuff and you can look over and get the deets for the rest. So the basic idea of specs or specifications grading is that each of your assignments for this class will be graded as either accepted or incomplete. Accepted or incomplete. Now that is similar to kind of a pass-fail system, though to be accepted, the standards are probably just a little bit higher. Not crazy higher, but a little bit higher. It's more accepted is more than just, a C minus or something that passes in that sense. It's a little more demanding, but not crazy. Anyway, so that's the first major component of specs grading. Each of your assignments is graded accepted or incomplete. Now, if your assignment is incomplete, you can use a free pass to revise and resubmit it. So there's your safety net. If something goes wrong, your assignment's not up to spec and it's incomplete, that's not failure, that's incomplete. And if you have a free pass, you can revise and resubmit it. Now, here's the nice thing. Each assignment will come with you. Each assignment will have a detailed list of specifications, a list of requirements that what you need to do in that assignment in order for that assignment to be accepted. And so you can check that list as you're doing the work, making sure you're doing all the things on that list. And there you go. But if something goes wrong and for whatever reason it comes back to you incomplete, I will also tell you quite clearly, very clearly, I will give you a checklist of each item that was not up to spec. So I'll go to that specification lists, I'll check off all the ones that you did, and then I'll circle or otherwise mark the ones that were not satisfied. That way you can go back, look things over, meet with me, and then revise, resubmit to get that accepted. I want you guys to get accepted. Now, I will say, you're all, unless you're like a whiz, the whiz. I don't know what that means. You're probably going to turn in incomplete work at some point this semester. Don't panic. Save your free pass, use your free pass, revise, resubmit, get it accepted. My goal in doing all this is that I really want you to learn and I really want you to achieve in a real way in this class. And I'll do everything in my power to get you there. Free passes will be a lifesaver. So that's how each assignment is graded. Accepted or incomplete. If it's incomplete, you'll know why it was incomplete, and you have the opportunity to use a free pass to revise and resubmit. And that's a lot of how the real world works, by the way. It's not about weights and percentages. It's about, did you do the work or not? Anyway, that's the idea. And then the interesting thing is, well, how did all those accepts come together to determine your grade? Because I have to give you a final grade in this class, letter grade, right? You know that. And so I do have a little scheme. I won't go into all the details now, but there are a list of specifications, 7 specifications that you can walk through that determine which ones you satisfy, then determines your final course, your final grade in this class. The only kind of interesting bit is that Twitter is used to determine whether your grade gets a plus or a minus on the end. So if you get a B plus, that means you not only did you satisfy the stuff for a B, you tweeted a certain number of times that gave you a B plus. If you just get a regular B, well, you had fewer tweets, or if you get a B minus, you had even fewer tweets. I'm not going to go into all the details in this. That's why, because it's something I think you have to read over and then look that over, think about it, and ask me questions, because this is something new. And as such, it's harder for me to anticipate where your concerns or questions might be. Remain convinced this is going to be actually quite good for us all. but it might not be easy to see from the very beginning. So please don't hesitate to ask questions about this during class. All right, well, that's all I wanted to say about this. Just draw your attention to that, read it over, think about it, let me know where your concerns or questions are. Otherwise, hey, you know what to do. Take care, stay safe.